Jurgen, first of all, sum up the importance for the club, the new deal for Sadio Mane, and also, as you say, if he doesn't realise just how good he is sometimes, what do you tell him about how good he is?
It's not like this today. Good morning, Sadio, you're world class. Doesn't happen like that. But it's obvious, so sometimes he's not aware of that. That's how it is. But we all expect these boys always being finished in their development pretty early in their life. And he's in the best years, so they come up now, the best years of his career, so it's all good so far. So he did really well without acknowledging it. So that's all. That was only... It's only one little part of all the things you could say about Sadio. So I'm really pleased, really happy about the fact that he signed this contract. So it's really a big sign, and it's always, if a player's in a very good moment in his career and then you can extend the contract, that's more than only the signing. That's a statement, and so. Happy about that, and it's really it shows a bit of the change the club did in the last few years. So I think a few years ago it constantly happened that players in a very good moment thought they had to leave the club, and obviously to make the next step, and obviously now our boys think the next step they can make here, and that's good.
With that in mind then, what do you make of the Egypt boss saying with regard to Mo Salah that it may be better for him to leave within a season or two if Liverpool don't win any titles?
Who is manager of Egypt? Yeah, who is it? Okay. So I try to be nice, huh? So I would say if he doesn't win in the next 2 years a title, then he has to move to another club or country. That's for sure. So I don't know why people say things like that. It's just but it's not that important, to be honest. It's a world of media. You find it somewhere in any Egyptian newspaper or whatever, and then the next one is writing it, and I got confronted with it. It's not okay. I obviously I don't agree with that, but it's a free world, and he can say whatever he wants. That's good, actually. And I shouldn't have made any comment to it. So maybe we can delete what I said a minute ago.
We'll move on then. I'm looking at the weekend. We understand that Jordan Henderson has trained okay this week. Is he ready to play, or is it a case of maybe holding him back, looking at PSG, looking at the Merseyside derby to come as well? Because it's such a busy week for him.
Busy week.
Another one.
Busy month. Busy 2-3 months. Yeah, no, he's ready to play. So that's all. In the moment, it looks like we have pretty much a full squad. Yes, the long-term injuries, of course, and Adam Lallana has a minor thing, but makes him not available for the weekend. But all the rest came back healthy from the internationals, which is brilliant. And so we have to make a few decisions, obviously.
Sadio, it's one of quite a few that you've signed up to longer deals recently. How comfortable are you then with your current squad that you've got together on, and pretty much all on long deals, aren't they?
Yeah, that's only one thing you cannot. That's a part of the business that you sign a player, and then you hope that it will work out, and in the moment when it works out, then after 1 year or so, people come up and you because of interest of other clubs and stuff like that, and because this club always shows that we realize maybe the new value of a player as well, and with a new contract. So that's important thing. So we are comfortable with the squad. Does that mean we will not change anything in the future? I don't think so. But it's now the job for all of us that we use that quality. Signing a new contract it's actually 5 seconds to sign it. In negotiations, the players are not even involved constantly. The agents and the club is doing that. So That's only one thing, and now we have to carry on and use the quality we have. I think I never showed any doubt about the quality of the squad. There was no reason for it. So it's good that it's settled more or less, that it's fixed, and now nobody has to come and ask for these players at least, and that's it.
And Watford next for you in the Premier League? They had their best ever start to a Premier League campaign, maybe a bit recently, but what have you made of them so far?
Oh, really good. I have to say, really good. I think they won 6 games so far already from 12. 2 draws. Yeah, that makes 20 points. Really good football, lively, good organized, in a 4-4-2 mostly, I would say, and a good game plan. So playing football, preparing direction constantly. Usually with Dini, he was now out for a while, but I think he will be back. So we played obviously 2 weeks ago against Fulham, and Mitrovic did pretty well in a similar or with a similar job to do actually. But I think Troy is another step. So he's really smart in that. Hard against himself, harder against your opponent. So that will be interesting. The quick wingers. Very good center midfielders, Capoue, Doucouré. It's making an analysis of that game was really, it was nice. It was exciting. You think, oh, that's really good. I knew it before. I watched. I didn't have time to watch all the games, 90 minutes, but early in the season, I saw the game against Tottenham. I don't know why, but I think only because we played the day before or so. And I saw it, and was already good. Set pieces good, which they used that day, and so. That's a proper package, and it's for sure the best Watford team since I'm in combination with the manager. Is really interesting project there.
Juliet?
Jurgen, there's been talk and rumour about Fabinho leaving. I know since September, and I know that you said in the past that you like to let players settle. You give them that time to settle. Is he settling now, and is he one for the future as you intended to be when you...
He was ever one for the future. And is he settling? Yes. He played 3 of the last 4 or so. I'm not 100% sure, but he played. He did well. So it's all good. Now is coming up the most intense period of the year, of the whole season. It's unbelievable how many games we have now. So, and that's good because we knew that before, and now he used the time to adjust to what we want him to do, and that was really good. The last games he played, but pretty much all good or better, so all fine. And of course he will not leave. So I don't talk about transfers, but whoever wants to ask, nobody leaves here. That would be completely crazy. He doesn't want. It's only just the crazy world out there that people, if they don't play the last 5 games, then they immediately open kind of a transfer market. We are not involved in that.
You've alluded to it already, but you've got a busy schedule over the next couple of weeks, and you've got 10 games in the next 5 weeks. How easy or difficult is it to maintain a high standard of performance when you've got a schedule like that?
First of all, it's important that the boys stay healthy, as many of them as possible, stay fit, stuff like that. So you can imagine it's now, that's the challenge we all face constantly. So we had now the international break, good for me. As a human being, as a coach, it's crazy that you have in the middle of the season this kind of 9 days without your players. Robbo came back, will train today. First time, it's 2 very intense games with Scotland. So now you want to, after 2 weeks, doing completely different things for different countries, playing different positions, stuff like that, having different training. We have to now do. It's always like kind of a new start. It's a bit crazy. It sounds crazy, but you have then 2 days and to try to put again in all what you want them to do in 2 days. Because from now on we will not train. We will recover and play. So that's why it's so good that we have a really good basis so far. But we know about the difficulty of the next few, not only the next 5 weeks. So 10 in the next 5, and then what is then in 5 weeks? We have then end of December or what. So it doesn't get less than how I know it, and that's it. It's no problem. It's only the situation is we have to use the situation. The base is really good, but now let's carry on. There are a lot of games to come, a lot of yards to go, fights to fight, and challenges to do, and that's how it is. I'm looking forward to it. It's all good.
Just a question about your defence, if I may. I don't know if you're aware, but if you keep a clean sheet tomorrow, you'll have set a new record for any Liverpool team. No Liverpool team in history has kept conceded fewer than 5 goals after the first 13 games. So what do you put that down to?
I didn't know it, so now I put 11 defenders on the pitch tomorrow to make sure that we can get that record. And so. How you know, and how we all know, and how we discussed it already a bit different in the last years when we spoke about all good, you score that many goals, but you concede unfortunately pretty much in each game as well. So we improved that obviously, which is good and very important for our development and for possible success. Yeah, but I cannot change anything because of that record. We didn't do it. It was not our main focus. We don't go in a game and say we don't want to concede, we want to win a football game. And it makes life easier if you don't concede, of course. And so that was good so far, but it will be a proper challenge tomorrow, because that's just good. So that we have to say that it's no coincidence that they are 7th in the league at the moment. And we all know maybe that is one game against Bournemouth, and Bournemouth is flying, obviously, where they got a proper knock. But all the other games, they were real challenges. I think they are 2nd or 3rd or 4th in conceding shots on target. So it's like you don't get a lot of shots against them. You have to work. You have to be ready. You have to be ready for the small things. Will never be an easy game. And so that's it. And that's so we don't have to think about records. We have to think about the way to get the 3 points there.
Daniel Sturridge's season's been going quite well in terms of fitness and everything else. And the team's also doing really well. So how important is it when something like this FA charge comes along for it not to upset the balance or be a distraction to either him or anybody else?
I know about the case. I don't know to say it properly. So and you don't see any influence on Daniel in training, so that's good. It's I don't know. I cannot say actually anything about the case. What happens? That's quite. It's difficult to get information about it. So that's it. But on training, he is completely normal. He's in a good shape. Looks sharp. Looks focused. But of course, it's not something you want to be involved in, that's it. But from my point of view, as long as nobody tells me anything different, he's 100%. And as long as he trains well, he's 100% in, what is it? What's the word? Yeah, contention. Wow, we worked together since 3 years. They're in contention. Yeah. Not bad.
Also, Dominic Solanke scored 4 and 2 for England 21.
Played really well.
And not featured for you at all on the minute. What does his immediate future hold?
Oh, we will see. So first of all, it was brilliant, and not only Dom, but of course for us it's pretty interesting, Dom. But somebody saw the game against Italy. It was wow. Nobody should worry about the future of English football in that moment. So this team could be the world's best U21 team ever if you think who could play from the first team, like Trent, Chilwell. Mason Mount is injured, I think, and but Rashford, I don't know, it's unbelievable what a team that is. Loftus-Cheek probably could play as well, so that's really good, and he is the striker in the team, and he did really well, so that's good. For the situation here, that it is a bit difficult. We all see it. That's how it is. But if Dom continues like he did so far, then everything will be fine, 100%. But there's nothing to say about the short or long-term things. It's he's our player, and if I have to decide that, he will stay that as well.
Is it, in your opinion, is he better off staying and training with you and being around the first squad now than maybe going out?
In the moment, there's no alternative to it because we don't have any. We will see. Well, I can imagine we talked about that with the players first. They don't have to watch boring press conferences to know what I think about them. So we will see what happens. But we want to help Dom, that he can help us, and that's a target.
Jurgen, you said before the international break that you felt that Naby Keita might benefit from playing some minutes for his country. In what shape has he returned in, and are you sort of hopeful that he can kick on in this period now, because he's obviously had a bit of a stop-start getting into his career?
Well, it's just that the start was rather good than average. That's how it is. He played really well in the beginning. So now he had that game on a football pitch, which was not really a football pitch. I watched the game and I saw a yellow surface. And a bouncy game, I would say. But he came back tired. So that's how it is. If you have these long flights and coming from and 3 stops on the way back and stuff like that, it's not too cool. But yesterday was in training. So the day before he didn't train, but yesterday was in training and looked completely fine. So it's nothing to judge what was or whatever. It was good. So Naby has to and can, of course, improve. He has to learn the language, stuff like that. There are a lot of things he can do. But it's a long-term project, and we have this wonderful player in our squad, and we will use him now. Short-term, long-term, future, we will use him. He is here exactly in the right place. So I understand that you have to ask about different players, but it's all good with the boys. So they are here and now, and how it looks in a moment, apart from 2 or 3, we have them all together. Hopefully it stays like that, and you will see all of them. So you will see all of them in important games, in important moments, and hopefully we can make sure that they are then in the best shape they can be and get the points for us. So that's the plan.
Hey Jurgen, Thomas Grandmark said he had his contract extended at Liverpool.
Cool, eh?
Obviously, you're happy with what he's doing, and we obviously saw it with Jurgen with the international.
Yeah, actually, I thought that we share that contract with England, so that they can pay half of the wages. But no, it's good. It's good for us. It's really good. We all think, or you maybe as well, think now about it because Joe has a long throw in it and is doing better and better and better. But it's all about the small things as well, and he helps us massively in that. To be honest, I was all that long in that business, and I thought a lot about why things didn't work out around throw-ins, but I had no clear plan how to improve it, and it's good. It's always good to have specialists around, and he's a very focused man in this part. It's interesting if you talk to a throwing coach after a game and he only talks about the throw-ins, and you think about the ball was in the game as well, right? On the pitch, rolling. So we didn't only throw it, but it's just good. So and for us, it was a really good situation, and I'm happy that we do it for another half of the season.
No, anything from you? Richard, anything? Neil?
You've at Anfield recently you've used a bit of a different system with Shaqiri coming in to add to the front three. Do you feel comfortable yet doing that away from home, for example, in a Premier League game? Is it a different sort of challenge there?
Yeah, I felt comfortable about that before, so it's not that we don't play like this because it's a home game. To be honest, it depends to the opponent, it depends to spaces, it depends to fitness, form, shape, whatever. So that depends more. So yeah, of course we could have played it already. We didn't play 4-4-1-1 away so far, or what? Oh, okay, yeah, that will happen in the future, pretty sure.
Good. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
very much.
Welcome.